What's going on, guys? Ashtinho Plays here, and welcome back to the FIFA 16 Sheffield United Career Mode series. And today we have got episode 4 of season 4. So today we are finally back. Now I think I posted a comment on one of my videos. I don't know which one, but I did post a comment saying I got a few new things and not all of it is working because I couldn't use the Elgato for this video, and there are a few problems that need solving with that, but I don't know, that is for another time to be sorted. But for now, we are using a pre-edited video from Xbox, and I'm talking over this with my new Snowball mic and rendering it in Sony Vegas with a few little additions in the intro and outro. So yeah, I mean, let's just get straight back into this though and not question that stuff because it'll be sorted soon enough, and in the meantime, career mode uploads at least will be normal, and all other uploads will be resumed once I've got all of my new stuff working. So yeah, anyways, the first game of the episode is against Stoke at home this time, because the last time we played them was a 2-0 away victory. But last season in the home fixture we beat them 4-1, so this would be a great game to kickstart our season, and you know, I haven't properly got going yet, just one win so far, so yeah, we need that sort of game where we really start scoring, you know, plenty of goals and winning games by more than just one. So yeah, that always happens at some point, and it'd be nice to start it now. Dicko here in fine form at the start of this game, having a lot of close attempts actually, but he doesn't quite score. But Bruma here is brought down in the box. We get a penalty on the 45th minute, and it's a yellow card there for the Stoke player, and we get a penalty which is taken by Bertrand Traore, and that is his first Premier League goal since signing. So he is off and running now in the Premier League, and you know, looks pretty bright. I mean, yes, it was a penalty, so you could argue it's pretty easy, but anyways, he had put us 1-0 up at half time, and we were in the ascendancy. We went in search of a second here, and Dicko's shot is apparently off the arm of a Stoke player, and I mean, honestly, I didn't see it, so I'm gonna take their word for it, and Traore gets his second goal. So that's now 2 in one game, having not previously scored in a Premier League game, and he is well and truly off and running now. So 2 goals, yes, both from penalties, but that gave us a commanding lead. And look at this counter-attacking move here, just absolutely picked them apart. They just didn't stand a chance whatsoever. And look at that unselfish sweaty from Thierry Ambrose to Nuha Dicko, and he gets his goal for the day. Much deserved, and it's 3-0. So it should be a pretty comprehensive win now, and no real excuses to mess it up from here. So that ends it at 3-0, and it will be our first convincing win of the season. So it looks as though we could be on track now to pick form up and go on a good run of results. So that is not the last Premier League game in this episode. However, we do now have our first Champions League group game, which is actually really exciting because, you know, this is what we qualified for this tournament for, you know, for the big games against good teams. And whilst Bayer Leverkusen may not be Europe's finest, that's not to say they're not a good side. So it's going to be a difficult one, but because our squad is quite tired and it's a midweek game, I don't want to play quite the full strength lineup. But it's still a relatively strong team, and hopefully it can get us at least a point, because in this game I would say the target should be to get at least a point. Because, you know, like, a point away from home is not a bad result in any circumstances. So yeah, I mean, I guess the aim should be to draw the away games and perhaps win maybe 1 or 2, and try and focus on winning the home games in this tournament, because if we do that for the whole 6 games, that would, let's say if we didn't lose a game, we drew 3 and won 3, that would give us a total of 12 points. That's usually enough to get through a Champions League group, but obviously we might want to try and win a few more games to see about that. So yeah, we do have the first notable opening in this game where Traore kind of putting that one wide. Should have done a bit better, but Bentaleb here also having a shot, but it's not the best of finishes. So it's still 0-0 at half time, and yeah, as you can see, some other scores there, but you know, 0-0 would suit us better. But we are going to come out with the big substitutions in this half, with Dicko and Bruma coming on, plenty of pace and power, and we should be able to get a goal. So Dicko, having not been on for even 10 minutes, he cuts inside and hits the post. It's a good save by the goalkeeper, and Traore can't hit that one in on the rebound because it was a bit of a difficult ball to adapt to. But Traore, unchallenged here, passes it to Dicko, and it's 1-0, and that substitution pays off. So we have now got the goal, and shocked them really. I mean, we have been on top and had the majority of the chances, but honestly the defending is just not good enough here, and we take full advantage. But plenty of football left to be played, and still plenty of danger to be averted. We don't manage to last very long with the lead, and in the 64th minute we are pegged back to 1-1 by Kalanoglu. And I mean, they always say that you're at your most vulnerable when you've just scored, so that proves to be the case here, and we don't defend very well. The game after that was pretty boring until a chance in the 90th minute, right at the end. Traore hits the bar. He's got to be doing better. That was a golden chance to pick up all 3 points, and that will put us in a really commanding position. But as it stands, a point will set us on our way in this campaign and give us a real chance of qualifying, because, you know, we don't want to give points to potential rivals for qualification. So I'll take that result, and we can now focus back onto the Premier League, and we are going to play our away game at St James's Park against Newcastle, who, if you don't know, are the team I support in real life. So it's always kind of weird because, you know, in the perspective of the career mode that you've been doing, you know, it's the main series on my channel, has the most interest. So I mean, you don't really know how to feel, because like, you're facing the club that's in your blood, it's just your team, and then obviously you want to win with your career mode team, because, you know, in the grand scheme of things, every win contributes to your points tally at the end of the season. So yeah, I mean, it was a cagey affair in the game here last season, but, you know, it may or may not be the same. We'll see about that, because I mean, we had a 4-3 game against Chelsea last season, yet the same fixture this year was 1-1. So there's nothing to say it'll be the same kind of fixture this time. It took us until the 80th minute to score in the last game here, but this time it's 1-0 after 20 minutes, with Traore again unchallenged, as he was in the last game when he got an assist. This time he curls it beautifully into the corner, and it is 1-0 already. So I mean, a great start, and already we are 1-0 up. So that's 3 goals for Traore now in the league. Question is, could he get a fourth at any point? He fires it into the top corner with nearly 40 minutes gone after Dicko's through ball, and it is 2-0. It's 2 for Bertrand Traore, so that's now 4 goals in the Premier League for him since signing. And he rockets that one into the top corner. So after half time, Bentaleb picks up the ball from Bruma's pass, and it's 3-0. Really starting to become a rout more than anything. And we are looking like we're going to comfortably take the 3 points. So if this was to go our way, given the current scoreline, we would be in a commanding position and really on a good run of results now, because, you know, 2 3-goal victories in a row. But it gets even better. 4-0 with Bruma scoring 2 goals now for him in the Premier League. But question is, would they have a response? They would, with that stunning goal by Perez. Actually, what a finish that is, right into that top right corner. But it was only really going to be a consolation. There wasn't much of a chance of us giving the game away. We didn't give the game away. It stayed 4-1, and that is 2 victories in the Premier League by a 3-goal margin in this episode. So yeah, we are really off and running in this season now, and we should be able to go on a good run of results like we did last season after getting our first win. Like we went on a run of 4 league wins in a row. So as you can see, here is the result of those games on the table. And we are now in 5th place on 10 points, 1 point behind 4th where we finished last season. So it's all going well in the league, and that should bring this episode to a conclusion. So anyways, we're back in business in this career mode. Hopefully you're excited, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.